An unknown, scary creature, unfortunate, whatever it was, but so big and so scary, a Fall River couple thought they were going to die. In a world where the unseen and the unknown intertwine, the Amazon River conceals more than just water within its depths. It's a place where the ordinary dissolves into the extraordinary, where each shadow might be hiding something that defies explanation. As we descend into this liquid labyrinth, we'll uncover strange inhabitants that seem to belong more to myth than to reality. Imagine drifting through a realm where every splash hints at a secret, every ripple echoes a mystery. Are you ready to discover these strange creatures that live in the Amazon River? The Candiru fish. The Candiru fish, also known as the vampire fish, is one of the Amazon River's most feared creatures, despite its tiny size. This slender, parasitic catfish has a reputation that's big enough to send shivers down anyone's spine, especially if you've heard the tales of how it was discovered. The candiru is dangerous not because of its size. It's usually no more than a few inches long, but rather its unsettling choice of habitat. This little fish has a knack for finding its way into the most unexpected and, shall we say, private places. The story goes that the candiru, drawn to the scent of ammonia, which is a component of urine, would mistakenly swim up the urethra of unsuspecting swimmers. Yes, you heard that right. In 1997, a young man from Brazil found himself in what can only be described as the Amazonian version of a horror story. Except this one wasn't about giant snakes or piranhas. Instead, the star of this nightmare was the tiny but terrifying kangaroo fish. As the story goes, our unfortunate hero was taking a leisurely swim in the river, nature calling in more ways than one. He made the fateful decision to relieve himself in the water, unaware that he was about to become the subject of a fish tale that would make grown men cross their legs in discomfort. Mid-relief, the tiny kangaroo apparently mistook his, him, personal plumbing for a cozy spot to call home. Drawn by the scent of ammonia in the urine, this little fish decided to swim upstream, literally. The result? The man suddenly found himself in excruciating pain and in desperate need of medical help. Rushed to a hospital, he became the subject of one of the most bizarre X-rays the doctors had ever seen. Yes, there was indeed a fish lodged in his urethra, making itself quite at home in a place no one would ever expect a fish to be. The surgeons, undoubtedly trying to keep a straight face, had to carefully extract the unwelcome guest in what must have been the most delicate and awkward surgery of their careers. Though the operation was a success and the man recovered, the story of the kangaroo's daring invasion became the stuff of legend and cautionary tales for anyone considering taking a pee break in the Amazon River. Pink River Dolphin. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to see a dolphin that looks like it's blushing? Well, that's exactly what explorers in the Amazon River encountered when they first laid eyes on the legendary Pink River dolphin. Imagine their surprise when they spotted not the usual gray or blue dolphins they were accustomed to, but rather a rosy-hued creature gracefully swimming through the murky waters. It was like stumbling upon a real-life unicorn, except this one was aquatic and had a penchant for looking like it had just run a marathon. The Pink River dolphin, known locally as Poto, is the largest of the freshwater dolphins, and it's definitely the most colorful. These dolphins were first documented by scientists in the 19th century, with early accounts often blending fact and folklore. The pink hue was attributed to various myths, including tales of magical transformations. Some thought it might be an enchanted spirit of the river, and considering its tendency to emerge from the depths with a mysterious smile. But it wasn't just the color that made the Pink River dolphin a curiosity. It was also their surprising behavior. Unlike their oceanic cousins, these dolphins were known for being a bit cheeky. They had a habit of playfully nudging canoes, as if to say, "Hey, you're in my river now." They'd even snatch fish right out of fishermen's nets, which, of course, only added to their mischievous reputation. Their discovery was intriguing, as researchers initially struggled to differentiate them from gray dolphins due to their elusive nature. Over time, studies revealed their unique adaptations, such as flexible necks and the ability to navigate murky waters, enhancing our understanding of their role in the Amazon ecosystem. They also realized that the pink color wasn't just for show. It's believed to be a result of scar tissue from roughhousing with other dolphins or simply a genetic quirk. However, one thing is certain. This creature has captured imaginations ever since, blending the mysterious with the playful in a way only the Amazon can offer. But if you thought the pink dolphin was the Amazon's strangest resident, wait until you meet the creature lurking in the shadows, one that defies everything you thought you knew about river life. The electric eel. Imagine wading into the murky waters of the Amazon River, ready for an adventure, when suddenly, zap, you've just encountered one of nature's most electrifying creations. This remarkable creature can generate up to 600 volts of electricity, enough to send a grown man jumping out of the water and questioning his life choices. The first notable encounter with the electric eel occurred in 1775, when American physician Hugh Williamson presented experiments at the Royal Society. Little did he know that this decision would lead to one of the most shocking experiences of his life. He reported feeling a shock after touching the eel, which also stunned a nearby catfish, showcasing its electrical capabilities. However, a more dramatic encounter happened in 1800, when explorer Alexander von Humboldt observed electric eels attacking horses during a fishing expedition. The horses, startled by the shocks, drowned after being incapacitated, leading Humboldt to note how the eels needed rest after expending their electric energy. This incident highlighted both the eel's power and the awe it inspired among early explorers. Equipped with specialized cells called electrocytes, this creature can create electricity that functions like tiny batteries. When it wants to attack something, be it a fish, a predator, or an unsuspecting human, it activates these cells in a coordinated manner. The result? A powerful electric charge that can stun prey or deter threats. It's like having a built-in taser, but without the need for a license. Growing up to 10 feet long, these remarkable creatures are primarily nocturnal hunters. They use their electric abilities not only for hunting, but also for navigation and communication. Imagine a dinner party where everyone is trying to talk over each other, but instead of shouting, they just zap each other into submission. Talk about a shocking conversation starter. From its shocking abilities to its unique adaptations, it reminds us that the Amazon is a treasure trove of bizarre and wonderful wildlife. But who would have thought that was the beginning of several mysterious creatures that lie in the belly of the river? The giant river otter. Paddling through the Amazon River, early explorers were on the lookout for the usual suspects: piranhas, jaguars, anacondas, the kind of animals you could write thrilling, slightly exaggerated letters home about. What they weren't expecting was an encounter with a creature that seemed like something out of a bizarre fever dream: the giant river otter. The first clue that something unusual was lurking nearby was a sound, a mix between a bark, a growl, and something that sounded suspiciously like laughter. The explorers naturally ignored all the warning signs and rowed closer. It was then that they spotted the source of the noise, a massive, sleek creature cutting through the water like it owned the place. And honestly, it kind of did. At first glance, the explorers probably thought they were dealing with a very large, very friendly otter, because what could be dangerous about an otter, right? But this was no ordinary otter. This was the giant river otter, a creature that looked like an otter had hit the gym, bulked up, and decided to start a family band, complete with vocals and choreography. Stretching up to 6 feet long and weighing as much as a full-grown man, these otters didn't just swim. They patrolled the river like it was their personal kingdom. As the boat drifted closer, one explorer might have reached for his sketch pad, eager to capture this majestic beast. But any thoughts of artistic glory were quickly drowned out by the sudden realization that the river was teeming with these